Hey, what's up guys? It's Connor from Game On Your Face, and today we are going to be going over a Blackwing deck. This Blackwing deck, it's a Swarm Blackwing deck, which means you're going to be trying to get out as many monsters as you can in the quickest amount of time possible. It also features 6 Synchro monsters. Synchro is very important for this kind of deck, and it's something you're going to be able to pull off really easily given the cards at your disposal in this particular deck. Now, when we first draw out, we get some good cards here. You're going to see me put out Shura the Blue Flame first, and that's because a lot of this deck focuses on special summons, depending on if you have Blackwing monsters on the field already, such as Bora the Sphere, which you see me doing right now. And you don't see me special summon Gale, which I'm able to do. That's because Gale is going to be one of your most useful cards in this deck. It's really something that you want to save and then pull out when you really need to tackle down a big monster if it comes out on your opponent's side of the field. That would be the reason I didn't use Gale right here. Now I'm going to summon the other Shura the Blue Flame here after I put down Blackback. Blackback is a very good card for, it's kind of like Call of the Haunted, except you get penalized more for it, but you really are going to get a lot of use out of those cards like Call of the Haunted and stuff like that. Now here I'm using Shura to take out this monster instead of Bora, because even though Bora would give me damage if it exceeded this monster's defense, Shura allows me to special summon a monster from my deck if it destroys an opponent's monster, which is what I'm going for. I'm trying to get as many monsters out in the field as I can right now, because that's going to just strengthen my attack force, and it's going to allow me to synchro summon monsters and also add to the amount of damage I can do overall in this turn. Essentially it gets special summoned in the battle phase. Now here I'm just going to go through the rest directly attacking, and then I believe I'm going to synchro summon at the end of this main phase. You're always going to want to put your best monsters out there, unless you know for a fact that a Mirror Force is coming, which, you know, that's a big problem that this deck has, is dealing with Mirror Forces, but there's also a lot of ways that you can get your monsters back, such as Call the Haunted. There's 3 of them in here. Blackback, all useful cards for coming back after a devastating setback, such as a Mirror Force. Now, the Synchro monsters in this deck are going to be your Blackwing Armor Master, and it's a really good card just in case, you know, a big monster comes out on your opponent's side of the field. Can't get destroyed by battle. It's really awesome. Can't take any battle damage. So you can put your card, since there's an effect that Blackwing Armor Master gives. Put a counter on the opponent's card, and then next turn you can take it off to destroy it. Really good at dealing with big monsters here. Now I'm gonna attack with Bora here, just to get any extra damage that I possibly can. It's always good to lead off with Bora if you can, just to really stack up the amount of damage that you can do. And yeah, now as we can see, already beat this duelist, so we're gonna go ahead onto the next duel. Didn't get to show you guys a lot of the different tricks that you can do with this deck, such as Black Whirlwind, which we're going to see here in a second. And now you see me putting down Black Whirlwind. It's always good to do when you know that you're going to normal summon a monster, because you might as well get more out here. Sirocco, really good card to have in case you're down and out. It helps you get back your momentum, which this deck is all about. It's about carrying your momentum and just negating everything that your opponent can do, being one step ahead of them, and just overwhelming them completely. Now you're going to see me pick Bora the Sphere out of my deck here, and that's because it can special summon, and then it'll allow me to get some piercing damage when I attack this defense position monster. Also slipping Call the Haunted down here, just in case somehow Sirocco manages to get destroyed during the next battle phase. He's a really good card to have around, especially because of his effect, so if he gets destroyed I want to be able to get him back. His effect, if you guys didn't know, he can make it so that any of your Blackwing monsters get the combined attack out of all of your Blackwing monsters on the field, but only that monster that was selected can attack. Really useful in some situations. Now you see I get another Black Whirlwind here. I put it down because I'm going to be wanting to maximize as much as card draw as I can get right now. That's really a big focus of this deck, is trying to get as many monsters in your hand and then consequently on the field as possible. I use Call the Haunted to get back Bora here, because I know that I'm going to be wanting to synchro summon and it's going to be really key to get that level 4 monster on here, because most of the tuner monsters in this deck are level 3, with the exception of Mistral here. Mistral's a really good card if you guys are just really struggling to get momentum and you're just having to find you're going on the defense. Mistral's really going to help you out with making so you don't take any battle damage during the next turn. Now you're going to see me special summon here. Always good to bolster your attack forces as much as possible. Really get a strong offensive going so that your opponent finds it really hard to overcome. There are a couple useful spells in this deck, like you'll see in my hand right now. Mirror Force, of course, always got to have it in the deck, but there's also spells that will help you get back momentum. That, you know, if you guys are ever finding yourselves down and out, then you can really look to these cards to bring you back into it. It's really useful also when you have Black Whirlwinds up to summon monsters like Elf and the Raven with high attack, because Black Whirlwind works off of getting monsters into your hand that have less attack than the one that you just normal summon. So if you can summon something powerful, it's always going to be helpful in the long run for the Black Whirlwinds, because you're going to be able to get a wider selection of monsters. Now, you always really want to try and pick the things that you can special summon out of your hand, like Bora or Gale, things like that. You see me still save Gale just as a backup. But yeah, really, now we're just going to go into the recipes here, guys. We're running 3 Blizzard Farm North. Blizzard's really great at getting back those level 4 under cards, so that it really helps you with your synchro summoning. Really good combo card to get at. Bora the Spear is an all-around good card. Really helps with just whittling down your opponent. Breeze the Zephyr is a card I don't see a lot in Blackwing decks, and I like it because if you get use Black Whirlwind with it, you can summon it directly using its effect. I'm running 2 Elf and the Ravens here because I find that it's a really good card to just keep your momentum going. Got really great attack, and it's going to be hard to overcome for your opponents when they're already being put on their back foot. Gale, one of the most useful cards in this deck, if not the most useful. It's really going to be a game changer if your opponent thinks that they've won. Kalut, really awesome for just surprising your opponent if they think they have the upper hand and then suddenly it gets turned on them. Mistral, as I said, good for defensive play. Shura the Blue Flame, also just really great at keeping your momentum going and raising your advantage over your opponent. Call the Haunted, really good at helping you with those combos to get synchro summons if a monster that you want in your graveyard is in there. Mirror Force, I don't know, it's kind of like a personal favorite of mine, obviously. Sirocco, running 2 of them, really helps you when you've lost your momentum and you can't get back using the Call of the Haunted or something. 3 Black Whirlwinds, because this is going to be kind of like your crux of the deck. You really need these in here to press your advantage and gain an advantage in general. Now we're going to see I have 2 Mystic Plasma Zones in here. The Mystic Plasma Zone, really awesome for just buffing up these monsters. If a card comes up that makes them change the defense position, you're a little bit screwed, but you're basically counting on defeating your opponent quickly, and that's what those are really there for. Mystical Space Typhoon, obviously for getting rid of cards that will be troublesome, like just making sure that you can stay in attack mode, all that great stuff. Blackback, basically a Call of the Haunted, really helpful for, you know, if you're in a pickle you gotta get monsters back on. Backlash, it's kind of like Mirror Force. It'll help you get back in there if you're really struggling and you've just been obliterated. Okay, time to start the vlog. Let's see how harsh this light is. Oh god, damn. Oh god, that sucked a lot. Oh. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for the video. I felt like getting a bit more personal with the little end slate thing here. Yeah, you guys don't really get to see much of my face. It's probably a good thing, although it could be scarier things, I guess. Anyways, thanks for all you guys' support on the videos lately. Since the end of school, we're just trying to keep up as much of a constant flow of videos for you guys as we can. We're not going to put out anything that we don't put effort into. So we appreciate you guys sticking around and helping us grow, because we just really want to make entertaining stuff for people to laugh at or be informed about. So we'll see you guys in the next episode. I'm doing a Harpy deck. Should be fun. we'll see you then. Bye!